When it comes to renovating property, regardless of whether you're a home renovator or renovating an investment property, your goal needs to be adding value and getting the best return on investment for every dollar you put in. There are several factors you need to take into consideration to ensure that this happens. Your purpose for renovating is one of them. You need to consider why you're renovating. Is it to prepare your property to sell? Create more room for a growing family? Improve the functionality of the spaces in your home? Keep the why in mind every step of the way to ensure you achieve your goal. Remember, it's not what we do or how we do it, it's why we do. You need to make sure you're renovating to your target market. What's important to a potential buyer or a tenant? High quality fixtures and fittings are important to some, while open living spaces are more important to others. Consider whether you need to apply for permits and if there are any restrictions on your property. The best place to start with this is your local council. If you're planning cosmetic changes and updates that do not change the size or dimensions of the dwelling itself, you may not need to consult your local council. Though remember that council approval can sometimes be required for new window openings, fences, removal of trees, and other changes on your property. My favourite part of the renovation planning process is researching and gathering ideas. I use websites, TV shows, newspapers, magazines, and looking at what other people have done for inspiration. Remember to keep your target market in mind as you collect ideas. There are a number of professionals you can consult when scoping your renovation project to help ensure that you have a thorough plan and accurate estimate of timing and costs. Such professionals include buyer's agents, architects, builders, property valuers, electricians, plumbers, and interior designers. Planning from an environmentally sustainable perspective when it comes to building materials, the construction process, and harnessing the natural features and ecology of a dwelling and the land it's built on will not only improve your property's appeal to buyers and tenants, but also ensure your renovation complies with the relevant Star Energy ratings. Star Energy rating standards refer to energy efficient measures for new homes and major renovations and can relate to roofs, floors, walls, windows and lighting, hot water systems and rainwater tanks. Star Energy rating standards for new homes and renovations can vary from state to state, so it's best to start with your local council for the most up-to-date information. When devising your budget, you need to factor in everything, including labour costs, supplies and materials required, and the cost of alternative accommodation if you cannot live in your home for all or part of the renovation time frame. Even if you're doing the work yourself, consider what the opportunity cost might be. Once you have an accurate idea of the overall costs involved and a buffer for contingency, which refers to the added costs of the unexpected and uncontrollable factors that change the initial scope of your renovation project. Be aware of overcapitalising on your property. This means spending too much on the improvements of your property to the point where you risk not receiving full return on the money when you sell. To avoid this, you need to obtain an accurate indication of both the current market value of your property and the estimated post-renovation value. Calculate the difference and ensure your renovation expenditure, including contingencies for cost escalation, does not exceed it. To ensure the most accurate assessment, use a certified practicing valuer. For specific Tips on cosmetic and structural changes that add value to a property. Download the WBP Renovator's Guide to Property.